Welcome to BusyButHealthy.com, your no-nonsense source for keeping healthy, fit, and fabulous with your host, Kristine Fretwell.
Hey guys, it's Kristine again from Busy But Healthy. I've got a really great holiday recipe that you're gonna love, and it is fudge. I don't know many people that don't like fudge, and I was looking for a little bit of a healthier recipe, and this is what I found, and it actually happens to be vegan as well. So basically it's great for people that have like a dairy sensitivity as well, because I mean usually fudge has cream and a lot of other dairy products in it, so this is a great alternative. And it only has 6 ingredients, and it's really quick to make. So basically you just add everything in a pot except for the nuts, those come last. And what I've got started here is just 2 tablespoons of margarine, because margarine is dairy free, but if dairy is not the issue, then you can also use butter. So 2 tablespoons of that, and I've got 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. I'm just going to steal one. You just put that in, and then we've got 2 cups of confectioner sugar. Unfortunately, I did try a fudge recipe with some sugar alternatives, and it just didn't come out as good. So for this recipe, I'm going to use regular sugar. So icing sugar, confectioner sugar, that's the same thing. Ooh, dusty. And then the last thing is 1/2 cup of coconut milk. Unfortunately, it needs to be the full fat coconut milk, just because when you use the light, it doesn't really come together, and the fudge is really kind of runny and goopy. It doesn't really harden. So for this, we use 1/2 cup of coconut milk. So I'm just going to dump that in. And then the last thing here is just 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I should also mention with the coconut milk that you might think it gives it a coconut flavor, but it doesn't at all. It just helps with the texture. You can't even tell if there's anything coconut in it. So what I'm going to do is just bring this all over the stove, melt it all together, and I will come right back. Okay, so I brought all my fudge ingredients together on the stove, as you can see, and I just had it on there long enough just until it started to bubble. And then from here, all you do is add some nuts. I'm just using 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts, but really you could use any nuts you like. So you just dump those in and stir it together. And then from here, it's just super easy. I just have an 8x8 pan here, and I just sprayed it with a little bit of cooking spray. So when I'm cutting it into squares and getting it out, it isn't too difficult. So you basically just pour it right in. So we've got all our fudge in the pan. Let's put this back here. Great. So here is our healthier fudge. People won't even notice that it doesn't have cream and tons of sugar in it. So I'm just going to put it in the freezer, and once it hardens up, we'll come back here and I'll show you, and you can cut it into squares. Hey guys, I'm back, and my fudge is just out of the freezer. I just let it set in there for about 45 minutes to an hour, and when you're finished cutting it, you actually can return it to the freezer and just store it in there. So what I do is I cut it into really bite-sized pieces, because even though it is a healthier version, it's still quite decadent, so people will feel a little bit less guilty if they're only having a small piece. So this is what it looks like once you cut into the pieces. So as you can see, they're really yummy walnuts in there. So thanks for joining me on another episode of Busy But Healthy. Enjoy your holiday season, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. And of course, I'm taking a bite of this.
For more tips, recipes, and information, please visit BusyButHealthy.com.